Hey, what's up, YouTube? 100% here yet with another video. My third one. Today, I just made two videos before this one. You obviously see. And yeah, I'm here with, like I said in my last video and the video before that one, the two videos that I just finished talking about right now, that I just finished saying. I was talking about these specific cards, like key cards that are going to be very useful and that are unique and would help. And also certain archetypes that are going to be very useful, unique, and that would help. And these are cards that are definitely going to be unique and that would help. And they're like key cards. And then archetypes that are unique, definitely, and that would be key and that would actually help with the whole new link mechanic because it's changed the game. So Ancient Leaf. Now a lot of people are thinking, why Ancient Leaf? Well, we all know that there's a new ruling when it comes to the game that we're gonna start at 12,000 life points. So this is essentially a pot of greed since we're gonna start with 12,000 life points, and we could just pay 2,000 and just draw two cards, pay 2,000 again. You start off with 12,000, pay 2,000, you got 10,000, pay 2,000 again, you got 8,000. So it's gonna be a great card. Ancient Leaf is like the new pot of greed, you could say. It won't get banned because you're still paying life points, and there's a lot of OTK decks, OTK and FTKs that are going to be out there that could give you a run for your money. So you got to be careful how you use this card. I don't think this card would actually get hit. I know it'll be very, very good because of the fact that you start with 12,000 life points, but they would probably make an errata. And not that you would only be able to use it once per turn, but they will make it that you have to pay 3,000 life points. They'll probably do that just so they can feel like when you activate it too, you lost the extra 2,000 life points. Because if you pay 3,000 life points, you have 6,000 left. You know what I mean? And you have to have 9,000 life points or more in order to activate this effect. So that's like the only way they'll make it that you can't use a third one. Because I mean, even if you do pay 2,000 life points, that's 12,000, then 10,000. You only could use two because you'll be at 8,000. So I don't think they'll probably need to make it a router. Yeah, they don't even probably need to do that. But Konami has been very hard on the bandits. They're just being careful. That's all it is. But I don't think it'll get hit. But this is definitely a great card, man. This is definitely a great card. I'm so happy because I even liked it like Asian League when it came to way back in the time when 5Ds came out. There was this not when 5Ds. It's actually Zexo, the Raccoon deck that ran with the guy that makes the clones. Is the Raccoon deck, and you can run Nimboa. And then make your life, gain life points, bring up the other two Nimboas, and then gain life points. I used to run Draining Shield, and that deck I actually have it in my Yugioh Pro, and it works so well. This card in that deck, it was crazy. But yeah, that's definitely it's a unique card. A lot of people don't use this card like that, and it's Asian Leaf is really good right now. It's looking really good right now. Next, guys, I have Mask of Restrict. Now I know before you guys get to it, Mask of Restrict, what can that possibly be useful for? Like, how can it work? Monarchs are, not valid or whatever. Let me explain. So we have, link cards coming out. Now, before I even mention that, the pro players will be like, okay, I see why he said Master Restrict, Kaijus, and tribute over monsters, and that's definitely correct. So I made a video speaking about like how you're gonna run this game now because the mechanic has changed. It's not even about the new format. I think I just finished saying format right now. My fault. I apologize. I mean to say this is a new mechanic. Link cards is a new mechanic. You can't special summon monsters unless you have link monsters out. If you don't have it out, you only can bring out one monster on the extra monster card zone. So we know that. So I made a video about like link monsters versus anti-links versus both. Both meaning links and anti-links. I'm going to play anti-links because the mechanic of the game has been changed. If my opponent does not have a link monster out, he can't special summon. So I'm gonna keep kaijuing, lava golem, whatever it is that I have to do, volcanic queen, um, Santa Claus, or yeah, Claus, yeah, the level 6. I'm gonna keep tributing over and just keep, I'm gonna run that deck, the brainwashing deck. Now a lot of people is gonna be running that because they're gonna notice sooner or later. They're gonna notice like, yo, all I have to do is make sure my opponent does not have link monsters out. He can't special summon, and I could win the duel. Now you got to be careful. There's some good archetypes coming out. The Cyberse is looking promising. The Gokis and the Tricksters, and then our old archetypes are getting support. Lightsworns are now Twilight. They have dark Lightsworn monsters, and there's a Dark Judgment Dragon out there. So don't get too excited about kaiju's and tributing over your opponent and all that stuff. Running anti, because in this format you don't even have to run links. Just make sure he doesn't bring out Link Monster. Whenever he does, just destroy it, and then you're pretty much winning already. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting game. And like I said format again in this game, not format, because it's like this links change the mechanic of the game. But the number one thing people are gonna resolve to. I mean, sorry, the number one thing people are gonna go to resolve the link problems is kaiju's or lava golem or stuff like that. So Masquerade Trick will definitely help. You guys can tribute cards, period. Just you can tribute cards, period. Whether it's a special summon, normal summon, whatever, you can tribute it. So that's why I choose Masquerade Trick. That's gonna be definitely one of those cards that's like gonna be like the next Vanity Emptiness, you could say, in some sense. But yeah. So my next card on the list, Dragoonity Trident. Now, people's like, Trident, what? How? Blah 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 blah. Remember, all you need is a dragon type tuner, and you need is a winged beast type monster. You can make a Dragoonity Blackwing Turbo deck that could bring this guy out really fast, make it work or something. But there's a reason why I'm saying him. Let me explain. So his effect. Once per turn, you can send up to 3 cards you control to the graveyard to look at your opponent's extra deck and send an equal number of cards to the graveyard. No matter what, Link monsters are good and they're gonna be good, but they go to the extra deck. Pendulums don't gotta worry about the limitations of the extra deck. Pendulums go to the extra deck face up. You can have 1 billion cards in that extra deck, nothing but pendulum monsters, and they don't matter because they're face up. Now, when it comes to them being face down, normally in your extra deck, the amount of them that you can have is 15. So you have to use your cards right. You have to go as a pro player with like 5 good synchro monsters, 5 good exceed monsters, and 5 good link monsters. But if you use all types of monsters, including fusions, you might have to go with 3 fusion monsters, 3 synchro monsters, 3 exceed monsters, 3 link summons, or the rest link summons. Which most likely that will make more sense to use more link monsters than anything, because you need to special summon. If you don't have that out, you can't special summon. You only can special summon 1. Correct? That's why I'm saying Dragoonity Knight Trident is going to be a great card, because if you hit his link cards before he gets to even use them, you have a very, 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 very good chance of winning. So it's the same thing as the kaiju. You're tributing over. Whenever he brings it out, Dragoonity Knight Trident is even faster. Just go straight to his extra deck. Send them shit to the grave where they useless. He's gonna have to tech cards that will bring them back from the graveyard to the extra deck, but that's a waste. Like, it's gonna make your deck, whatever deck it is that person is running, slower. So Dragoonity Knight Trident is gonna be great. So that's it for my 3 unique cards that I feel like is gonna do really good in this new game. Like I said, now I can't say new format because it's like a new game. It's like the mechanic was changed, like I said. So on to the archetypes that I feel like is gonna do really good. And on my first list, I got Crystal Beast. No lie. I got Crystal Beast. Crystal Beast is gonna be amazing. Like I said, if your opponent can't summon Link monsters, if your opponent can't summon Link monsters, meaning you stop him with Dragoonity Trident or a card like that, or he does bring out a Link monster, you stop him with Kaiju's. Decks like Crystal Beast that they don't give a fuck, and I'm sorry for my language, about extra deck cards, they're gonna run over you. Rainbow Dragon's gonna come out, go crazy. Rainbow Dark Dragon with the new Advanced Dark. Well, that card came out, but Advanced Dark Field Spell is gonna run over you, know. So the regular Rainbow Dragon is gonna run over you. The Rainbow Dark Dragon is gonna run over you with Advanced Dark Field Spell. You know what I mean? These cards, Crystal Beasts do very well, very good with Seal of Orakakus because they don't need cards from the extra deck. So it's like this is gonna be such a great archetype. And Light Sworns just got a dark version of themselves. They can make the advanced Crystal Beast. The advanced Crystal Beast could be made. Now on the anime, well, the cartoons, yeah, those cards were broken, but they could make it similar and have them have similar effects. I feel like they're gonna do that. I feel like they're gonna do that. Nice one, Crystal Beast. They could run over, especially Light ones. So you better have them link cards out if you want to be special something crazy. Because if you don't, and you're going against a Light one that could destroy everything on the field with a Judgment Dragon, it's not gonna look too good for you. And then Crystal Beast, you better special summon everything. Their field control is ridiculous, and the only way you can stop that is if you special summon a lot. But if you don't have that Link monster there, you can't special summon a lot from the extra deck because those are the strongest cards. If they got that field control on you, that's just gonna be annoying. Let me tell you, Briannak or not, it's gonna be annoying. So next on my list, and you guys will probably be like, disagree, but I trust me, Violence. That guy right there, man, Omega, man. Oh my God, let me tell you, he's not hard to bring out with the Violence. He's not, and they're slick. They use equip cards too, so they have good support for each other with Espilion and all that stuff. This deck runs slow, but it's gonna do even better now because your opponent, like I said, they cannot special summon. Only one to the extra monster card deck. If they want to bring out more than one Synchro or Exceed or Link monster, they have to have a Link monster there in order to bring them out. You tribute with Kaiju, with Lava Golem, whatever it is, or you Dragoonity Trident them, they can't do shit. You understand what I'm saying? So Espilion, I think, is the one that be in face-up defense position. All you're gonna be doing is searching equip cards to your hands to the point that take as long as you want, you're gonna win the duel. Just make sure he doesn't be able to the special summon. Now I know some of you are thinking, in order for you to do this, you're gonna have to run Link monsters yourself to bring out the Synchro monsters. Okay, but remember what I said. I made a video about that. Either you run Links only, anti-Links only, like tribute over cards or cards that kill them, like Dragoonity Trident, or both. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna be an anti-Link player, but I'm gonna be running Link monsters too. Because I'm gonna make sure my opponent don't activate Link monsters or summon Link monsters. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure my opponent doesn't summon Link monsters, but I'm gonna be summoning mines to special summon. But then with cards like this, like Violent Espilion, with archetypes like this, like Violent Espilion, all I need is one monster from the extra deck, the one that goes in defense and searches equip spell cards for days, protect them, make sure my opponent don't do Link cards, don't summon Link cards. Make sure my opponent summon Link cards is game. He's gonna have to run text like that tribute over my cards in the extra monster card zone, or tribute over my Link monsters in whatever zone they in, or whatever zone my monsters in. But that could hurt his deck because it's gonna be annoying. It seems like everybody's gonna be running anti-links, but not everybody's gonna want to do that. There's ways to work around it. I definitely got Violent on my list. I feel like they'll do great. There's a whole bunch of archetypes that's gonna do great. And so, Mecha Phantom. These niggas is so broken. You have no idea. Like, we bypass them because it's like, okay, they're slow. Dracosack is good and all this other stuff. We bypass them. They're slow. That's why we bypass them. Like, especially when Pendulums came out, like, oh man, not even when Pendulums came out, even when the archetype just came out, the only person that was good there was Dracosack. Like, the Mega Phantom Beasts, they were good, but it wasn't as good because there was other decks that, that had that had Exceed summoning potential to the point that it was quick, because Exceed summoning was quick. People just got so used to Pendulum summoning that they feel like that's the reason why Exceed summoning became quick. No, Exceed summoning was always quick. They just didn't become quick because of Pendulums. Did it make it faster? Yeah, but so did it. So did Pendulums did that for. So did Pendulums do that for Synchros, not just for Exceeds, but Exceeds was always quicker. You don't even need a tuner or anything specific. It's just the same 2-level monster. They was already quick. So when these guys came out, they were slow. And this is before Pendulum, you know what I mean? The archetype, and there was other Exceed archetypes that were quicker than this card. So that proves right there, I mean, quicker than this archetype. So that proves right there that this is a slow archetype. Even when Pendulums came out, they kind of helped out a little bit better, but it was hard to find Pendulum cards that would help them. That's weird. I don't think they ever made Pendulum Mecha Phantom Beast cards. They should do that in the future. That would have definitely helped this deck out. I don't know if they did. I really don't know. I'm going to check, and I'll correct myself. I'll put it in the description box or whatever. But that could have helped them too. They're probably making it in the future. I don't think they're going to stop making Pendulum cards. You know, they haven't stopped making Synchros. They haven't stopped making Exceeds. They haven't stopped making Fusions, Rituals. They're going to always make these cards. They probably won't come out in the show, but they're going to always make these cards. Or they probably will come out in the show. Who knows? But yeah, Mecha Phantom Beast I definitely got on my list. It's a slow deck, and it's going to definitely take advantage of this new mechanic where your opponent like can't do anything if they have no link cards out. So Mecha Phantom Kaijus or some type of thing, or Mecha Kaiju links, something could be made where these guys could just go off with their effects. Definitely. And then I got this list right here. Another deck that's slow and that was good back in the day, the Morphotronics. They have to do with equip cards too. They're kind of unique. They have to do with equip cards and their effects from attack and defense. They have to do with their switching positions from attack and defense. Morphotronics switch from attack to defense a lot, and it's going to be cute with the fact that your Link monsters can't ever go to defense mode. So those cards that Morphotronic has that makes your monster go to defense mode is going to be pretty annoying. And the fact that it's a slow deck, you run some Kaiju, some Tribute Over monsters, they can't do anything. All these archetypes are relevant again. This is the whole, well, not the whole reason, but one of the reasons why Link monsters came out and why they made the mechanic like that. It made every card in the game relevant again. Remember what I said in my last video? That Synchro monsters, they were more helpful than what we see. Like literally Synchro monsters started making normal tuner monsters. But the fact that you could sync, it made like even normal monsters relevant again. The fact that you could bring out Synchro monsters, it made it relevant again. So there's like I said, Exceeds are trap monsters, and then Pendulum obviously magic monsters, because an Exceed is like a trap monster. For each Exceed material you have, it's like 2 sets spell a trap. You know what I mean? Utopia Hope, right? You got 2 detaches. It's like 2 negate attacks, you could say, or something like that. You know what I mean? And then literally magic monsters, pendulums. Now you have link cards, something that just like made every deck literally archetype good again, because now you can special summon like crazy. So those cards that don't have extra deck sources, they're good again. Those cards that depends only on their archetype, they're good again. Like Crystal Beast, Violence, and Mecha Phantoms. Like they just did a good job. So yeah, Morphotronics. Have Infernities. You can win the whole game with Infernities. All you gotta do is bring out a Doom Dragon, bring out that one barrier. You know? It's gonna be a little bit more tricky with Infernities because you must not have no cards in your hand, but if you get your breaks out there, they're just useful because now your opponent can't go off unless he has a link card out. You know what I mean? Now for Infernities, yeah, they go crazy with the single summoning and all that stuff, but you know, once you have no cards in your hand, I imagine how much of those Infernity tricks you could do to bring out link cards. I think Infernity would be one of the archetypes that will bring out the mutual link faster than any other archetype. They go off. You could just keep Mirage, 100 Eyes Dragon again. Link, 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 link. Next thing you know, you take both zones. Your opponent can do anything. I feel like they'll do good. They'll do good. They don't even need to take. They don't even need to bring out Link Monster. Just Doom Dragon, get that barrier out. Keep searching those back rows, and just make sure. If your opponent open up with a bad hand where he can't even link on his first turn, then it's not gonna look too good to him. It's not gonna look too good for him because it's just like all Infernities need to go off is have no cards in their hand. Now, every single deck literally needs a Link Monster in order to go off. To bring out all their other monsters from the extra deck. Not Infernities, they just need no cards in hand. And one monster could hold it down, that Doom Dragon for sure. So yeah, I got Dragunities next, self-explanatory. I already told you what Night Trident does. Dragunities is really good, especially with the new equip card. Dragunities is just overall good. And they're not the slowest archetype. Like Black Wings is going to be straight 2. Really good too. I don't know why I don't have that up there. And Light Swarms. Oh, I already spoke about them now, so but yeah. Because they're just fast. Those are archetypes that are really fast. And they don't need to bring out monsters from the extra deck. Seriously, not even Black Wings. Black Wings has a whole bunch of extra deck like sources, like like help. They have a whole bunch of monsters that are synchro and all that stuff. But you could just straight win with just Kalut. Like literally, like Black Wings don't need those monsters from the extra deck. Especially Light Storms, they don't need it. They just need Judgment Dragon. So Dragunities definitely. Dragunities move fast. And the Dragunity combo with Vadrana and bringing out Clearwing Synchro. Clearwing Synchro usually shuts down the game. It usually shuts down the game. It shuts down the game if you have a good back row with it. And they could bring out the Goyo King too. Just in case he brings some strong monster, you could just attack over it, take it for yourself, and attack with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, after Dragunities, I got Kaijus. Tribute over monsters, like I said. Don't let him link summon with the Trident, because you can run Dragunity Kaijus or something. Or if he does link summon, tribute over it. You're not gonna be able to summon no more. And you bring on your link monster, you make sure he doesn't bring on any. If he does, you tribute over it. So that's pretty much it, guys. These are my unique cards and my unique archetypes that I feel like are gonna, they're gonna be top tier. It's gonna be, the game is balanced and it's gonna be good. Let's see what people could come up with, what type of things they could come up with. This is what I came up with, and I'm sure of you guys. Maybe this could open your mind to like, come up with more stuff. I'm not saying you guys' minds aren't open, but like when I watch other people's videos, it helps me think about something else, like or it reminds me of something that I already knew about, like so. Hopefully my videos could do this for you guys. But yeah, I like it. I like this new mechanic. I love it. I think it's gonna be really good. But anyways, guys, this 100%, 100% me to you again, and I'm signing out, guys. Later.